Hello there, guys. So weird stuff happens in this greenhouse. If you see here, this is some landscape fabric that I made a little bag out of. I sewed it, and it's all burnt. And the weird stuff just happens in this greenhouse. So this is all burnt. The only thing I can think why that's all burnt like that is that there was the countertop mirror, that thing that I was using. I had taken apart. I put the mirror here, and when later in the evening, when the light's coming in, it's shining on the mirror and all concentrated right onto that black landscape fabric and burnt it. So I took that out, and hopefully I didn't. Hopefully that won't happen again. It's just crazy. It's just all burnt. It's all fried to a crisp. It's really cool how when the temperature gets colder, the mint puts off all these shoots like this. Same with spearmint. Spearmint does that too as well, if you can see down here. And there's also other weird little things going on. See this big green thing here? This is some sort of lichen. Lichen's a combination of fungus and algae. So it grows symbiotically together, and the fungus provides a perfect place for the algae to grow, and the algae feeds the lichen, and it grows. So cool though. This is such a cool little plant right here, and I am loving it. It's so cool. And let it focus a little. Yeah, see, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And there's moss growing inside of these clear containers, which is pretty cool. There's moss right there, and kind of giving more space in the soil. So all this was soil inside here, and you see the roots are getting kind of root bound of this willow here. But oh well. The more you can grow, the more that can soak up carbon, the better. A lot of stuff in here is growing a lot of moss. There's moss in this pot back here. I have a feeling this reflective stuff is creating too much light in here, but it's also helping some of the plants grow in here. So I'm just going to keep it in. Some of the plants back here are doing absolutely amazing. Primarily this one right here. There's some curled dock growing underneath of it, some sorrel, and the mint's getting quite tall. Very large. Although it's still getting some of this dead stuff in here. I have a feeling I have too much standing water. It needs to empty occasionally. And the roots are having a hard time bringing nutrients into certain parts of it. It could also just be from the cold. It's getting cold in here. All the plants over here are doing fairly well, probably because they're by the heat storage of the barrels. Whereas the ones over there are doing quite bad, so there's lots of air circulation now, but I need to figure out a better way of heating this place. I think I don't have many options, but I'm stepping on stuff. But I think I'm going to probably redesign this greenhouse, because, as I said before, it's pretty much a what not to do project, because these tubes are terrible, and there's a lot of problems, a lot of moisture problems and things like that that I need to deal with and address, and the only way I can do that is by completely rebuilding a greenhouse. But I'm going to stay with this greenhouse until I have the resources available to me to build a new one. Living in here is kind of stopped, sadly. It is possible to live in a greenhouse, and very comfortably and enjoyably. Even in this size of a greenhouse, which is only 10 by 9, I think, about, or might be a bit more than that. But you kind of need to build your own uniform kind of system so that you have it built correctly the first time. Although, if you don't have the option, I would suggest doing it this way. or any way that you possibly can. Because if you can grow some food, experiment, get used to doing all the things you need to do in a greenhouse, you can work from there. So if you can grow just a little bit of food in it in the off season, little herbs or whatever, do that, and you can kind of experiment, learn, and figure out everything you need to know about ecosystems and the way all of these things work together, all the plants and the organisms and creatures, and that way you'll be able to make a better greenhouse the next time, build up from there, and be successful and learn a lot, and get to understand nature and everything that there is in the world, and eventually you become an expert. If you keep trying and if you keep failing, but you keep trying and you improve gradually or quickly, and eventually you'll be the master of greenhousing or baseball or whatever you do. So practice, 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 practice. Doesn't really make perfect, but you will be really good at it. So see you guys later. This is a little short video, and have fun. There's lots of weird stuff still going on in this greenhouse because it's not built very uniform, so interesting things happen. See ya.